challenged the order passed by the tribunal.
किस
इनकी
ground
अपील अलाउ हुई है on the ground that the counting of the
20
members
साल
of
बाद
20
बचा है कुछ आज?
नहीं, इनका एप्लीकेबिलिटी चैलेंज किया था इन्होंने, तो हमने कहा द एक्ट इज एप्लीकेबल बिकॉज द लोडर्स ऑफ द सिलेंडर्स जो ट्रक में लोड करते हैं दे आर आल्सो द एम्प्लॉइज, बिकॉज इन्होंने जो फर्स्ट सर्टिफिकेट हमको इशू किया था उसमें उनके नाम थे। बाद में इन्होंने 93 तक कंप्लाई भी किया एक्ट में, फिर अचानक इन्होंने यू टर्न लिया और बोलने लगे नहीं हमारे एम्प्लॉइज नहीं है। वंस यू हैव गिवन द लिस्ट, यू हैव साइन द डॉक्यूमेंट एंड वंस यू हैव पेड द पीएफ फॉर दैट एम्प्लॉइज, नाउ यू कैन नॉट फाइलिंग एन एफिडेविट एंड से दैट एक्ट इज नॉट एप्लीकेबल। और ये 53,000 का बस है, उस पीरियड का 53,000 का है बस।
उसमें ब्याज भी तो हो जाएगा आज तक का। आप जो है ना थोड़ा सा दिखाते हैं कैरेट,
क्योंकि
we are the dealer selling
LPG.
Now, my lord, the oil marketing company has a different contract with the transporter. Oil marketing company is required to bring the cylinder, deliver cylinder
and deliver it to you.
जी, हमारे गोडाउन में आप जो एम्प्टी है वो लेके जाते हैं। सो ट्रांसपोर्टेशन अलग का, हमारा उनसे कोई संबंध नहीं है सर, वो है तो उनके एम्प्लॉयज को भी हमारे उसमें जोड़
नहीं, हमारा मतलब है कि इट इज इन देयर ओन हैंड राइटिंग। जो लिस्ट प्रोवाइड, जब इंस्पेक्शन टीम वहां गई, ये एस्टेब्लिशमेंट, हम किसी और का नाम थोड़ी लिख, आप क्यों लिख के दोगे किसी और का नाम?
और वो 20 में जो कह रहे हैं तो
अभी ये मैं अभी ऑफ द रिकॉर्ड दिखा देता हूँ, दिस इज इन देयर ओन राइटिंग। ये 20 लोगों का एम्प्लॉय है।
इसको
नहीं, यही ऑर्डर चैलेंज इन्होंने,
इसको ये डॉक्यूमेंट है, रिकॉर्ड पर नहीं है।
ये नहीं है, मैं पेश कर,
पेश कर दीजिए, लेकिन 10 वाले को लीजिएगा। श्री Anup Nair submits that with passage of time, this petition has been rendered infructuous. Accordingly, same is dismissed as infructuous. 10.1 में लिखिएगा, Shri Pillai prays for time to file some documents. Let documents be filed within 7 days. With a copy, advance copy to Shri Anup Nair. List. Shri Anup Nair file rebuttal within 2 weeks. List thereafter.
एक छोटा सा रिक्वेस्ट था मानोट, जिसको डिस्पोज किया, कैन इट बी केप्ट, रिकॉर्ड बी केप्ट विद दिस केस?
रिकॉर्ड 10 का रिकॉर्ड बी रिटेन्ड इन 10.1. चलिए,
ऑब्लाइज उसमें मेरी अपीयरेंस है फर्स्ट वाले में।
सीरियल नंबर 11 श्री सर्वेश जायसवाल, श्री नितिन गुप्ता, शरद वर्मा,
none for the appellant, none for the respondents. This appeal is filed by the non-applicant being aggrieved of award dated 23rd December 2003, passed in claim case number 113 of 2002 by the Learned Motor Accident Claims Tribunal, Sagar. Full stop. Perusal of the memo of appeal reveals that appeal is filed on the ground that respondent herein, that is the claimant, was himself responsible for the accident as he was in an intoxicated condition when he sustained injuries. Full stop. It is mentioned that no accident had taken place and the respondent failed to prove that he sustained injuries because of the accident. Next para. It is also submitted that the amount of rupees 40,000 allegedly spent by the claimant could not be substantiated. Next para. Learned Tribunal has dealt with all these aspects in its impugned award. Full stop. It has held that there was a fracture on the left forearm and left leg. Full stop. claimant has been awarded compensation of rupees 60,000 along with 7% interest thereon. Full stop. In para 17 of the award, tribunal has, no, 17 बताइए. In the award, tribunal has noted a fact that claimant Prakash Saxena PW1 Prakash Saxena claimant admitted that he has received amount of amount spent by him on treatment in government hospitals at Sagar from his department, but the amount which was spent by him at Jabalpur for private treatment, which was to the tune of rupees 40,000, for which vouchers and bills were produced from Exhibit A11 to A32, were not reimbursable. Full stop. Tribunal noted this fact and awarded a sum of rupees 9,181 under the head of treatment. It awarded a sum of rupees 13,000 for mental agony, pain and suffering. Full stop. It also took into consideration statements of Dr. Taki Raja while passing impugned award. Full stop. It has noted a fact that there was no permanent disability. Next para. There is no material on record to substantiate the ground that claimant was under an intoxicated condition or was himself responsible for causing the accident. Full stop. Thus, in absence of there being any material to demonstrate that claimant was himself responsible for the accident, then when impugned award is examined in the light of the parameters usually followed by this court while awarding compensation, then no amount has been awarded under the head of fracture. When that is quantified at rupees 25,000 and thereafter amounts under different heads of nutritious diet, attendant, transport, etc., including future treatment are taken into consideration, then award of lump sum amount of rupees 60,000 cannot be faulted with. Thus, the appeal being devoid of merit deserves to be dismissed and is hereby dismissed.
Item number 12. Item number 12. P. Shekhar Sharma, K. Pancholi, P.K. Grade.
None for the petitioner. Shri R.K. Pancholi, learned counsel for the respondents. On 12/9/22, nobody had appeared. Full stop. On 13 October 2022, petition was dismissed for want of prosecution. Full stop. Thereafter, wide MCC 2557/2022 case was restored, but despite restoration of the writ petition, which is pending since 2004, nobody is appearing for the petitioner. Therefore, petition is again dismissed for want of prosecution with clear stipulation that it should not be restored without imposing exemplary cost on the petitioner.
Item number 13. Item number 13. Satish Somitra, State.
None for the petitioner. Appears that petitioner has lost interest in pursuing the remedy. Nobody had appeared for the petitioner on 19/9/2022 as well as 12/9/2022 also. Petition is dismissed for want of prosecution. 13 और 13.1 दोनों डिसमिस कर दी गई.
Item number 14, Vinod Pandey. 14.1, that
Sir, we are no longer the counsel in this case.
देखिएगा श्री आपका शुभ नाम बताइए.
Hussain Ali Safi.
हैं?
Hussain Ali Safi.
हुसैन अली सैफ.
Paying for 14.1.
प्लीज हैं?
14.1.
14.1 में लिखिएगा. Please no instructions. Accordingly, petition is dismissed for want of instructions.
But I am saying that we are no longer the counsel in this
इसका
case.
मतलब क्या होता है?
But the only NOC has been transferred.
ठीक है, तुमको आना चाहिए था जो एनएफसी लेके गए. फोर्टीन में लिखिएगा none for the petitioner. Nobody appeared for the petitioner even on 3/11/22. Full stop.
तो उसमें यही सबमिशन आ जाए कि we are no longer the counsel in this
ठीक है,
case.
कुछ जरूरत नहीं. Nobody is appearing for the petitioner. It appears that petitioner has lost interest in pursuing the remedy. Accordingly, petition is dismissed for want of prosecution.
item number 15. Item number 15, in the range number.
None. क्या मैटर है ये? अलॉटमेंट ऑफ पेट्रोल पंप.
Yes, yes.
अभी क्या स्टे है क्या इसमें?
Please stay on.
कुछ नहीं. श्री, ये धर्माधिकारी साहब का नाम कैसे आ रहा है इसमें?
नंबर 10 के लिए
नहीं नहीं,
धर्माधिकारी साहब पहले काउंसिल थे इसमें।
अरे थे तो नाम कैसे आएगा? एलिवेशन के बाद तो नाम हट जाना चाहिए.
नहीं आना चाहिए
जी,
ना.
registry is directed to take action against the delinquent employee who has reflected name of the Honorable Justice S.A. Dharmadhikari in the cause list despite his elevation on 7th April 2016. Full stop. It's a serious lapse on the part of the registry. Let action be taken against the
Yes,
delinquent
Commissioner.
employee and be reported to this court. Next. As nobody is appearing for the petitioner, it appears that they have lost interest in pursuing the remedy. Nobody had appeared for the petitioner on 19/9/2022 also and 17/11/2022. Therefore, petition is dismissed for want of prosecution.
सर मैं नंबर 10 के लिए हूँ, रेस्पॉन्ड नंबर 10 के लिए।
Respondent number 10 के लिए इनका नाम डाल दीजिएगा. नंदी साहब.
यस यस कमिश्नर।
S.K. Mishra.
Item number 16, Upen Singh, Manoj Bhanskarma. S.A. Duar.
None for the petitioner. Time was granted to the petitioner's counsel Shri Pratik Rusia on 18/11/2022 when he had informed that he had filed wakalatnama after SPC was issued to the petitioner. Full stop. Nobody is appearing for the petitioner. क्या मैटर है ये?
But this prayer is should not be dispossessed without following due procedure of law. In fact, on 29/6/2011, your lordship were pleased to direct them to fund कुछ बचा भी है कि नहीं, क्योंकि he is still.
Full stop. As nobody is appearing for the petitioner, Shri Anup Nair, learned counsel for the respondent number
Respondent number 4, madam.
4, admits that probably nothing is surviving in the matter and with passage of time petition has been rendered infructuous. Accordingly, petition is dismissed for want of prosecution. आपका शुभ नाम डाल दीजिएगा. For
Saurabh Pathak from respondent number 3.
Here number 70.
उसमें एक चीज और लिखिएगा. We have taken note of the fact that one of the council is adjusted up to 19/6, but another council whose name is reflected was adjusted only up to 12/6. Therefore, one of the council was required to show the courtesy towards the court to appear. And since that courtesy is not being extended, case is dismissed for want of prosecution.
Here number 17. Dinesh Padhya.
Next, लिखिए. None for the petitioner. Shri Vijay Kumar Shukla, learned panel lawyer for the respondent number 1, 2, and 3. None for respondent number 4 and 5. Next, this petition is filed by an advocate in person who has chosen not to appear, seeking relief that a writ in the nature of mandamus may kindly be issued, commanding the respondents number 1 to 4 for strict compliance of the provisions of the Bhumi Vikas rules in case of the hotel constructed by respondent number 5 in the name and style of Narmada heritage. Full stop. Petitioner has not pointed out as to which of the provisions of Bhumi Vikas rule were being flouted by the private respondent, and this prima facie appears to be a blackmailing petition. In absence of any material to show that as to which of the provisions have been violated and how petitioner has locus to file this petition, on merits as well as on the locus, this petition being devoid of merit deserves to be dismissed and is hereby dismissed.
Here number 18. Here side.
My submission that will be taken next week.
कल ले लेते ना पास ओवर में. कल आ जाइए पढ़ के.
सर जरा कुछ मेरा प्रॉब्लम है.
अच्छा लिखिएगा.
नेक्स्ट वीक
Z-
नेक्स्ट में रहने दे.
हाँ ठीक है. Praise for listing of this case next week on his request that since he is having personal problem, case is adjourned list next week under the same head.
Here number 90. Ajay Gupta. Surendra Verma.
In this matter, lordship main contested party,
जी.
municipal corporation, Jabalpur है respondents now.
जी. Who is appearing for respondent municipal corporation?
Previous जो पैनल में थे वो अपीयर होते थे, फिर बाद में हमने लास्ट 2 dates में हमने कॉपी सप्लाई की.
Issue notice to the
advocate and urban power.
We don't know. We will not go and run after advocates. लिखिएगा. Kumari C.V. Rao submits that Council for Municipal Corporation Jabalpur has changed. Municipal Corporation Jabalpur is the main contesting party. Taking these facts into consideration, issue SPC to Municipal Corporation Jabalpur to appear before this court, before the High Court on 20 July 2023. It is made clear that if Municipal Corporation fails to depute a council or appear in person through the commissioner, then this court may proceed ex parte.
Here number 20. Here number 20. It's the base. One.
क्या मैटर है?
Not seeking compensation on failure of LTT operation.
देखिए इसमें जजमेंट है.
हाँ जजमेंट
लाए हैं आप?
है ना.
लाए हैं.
R2 reply के साथ फाइल.
अच्छा. Petitioner. None for the petitioner.
First appeal.
P. Singh, learned government advocate for the state. This petition is filed claiming compensation on account of failure of LTT operation, which was undergone by the petitioner, Srimati Om Bai Chaudhary. Next paragraph. 3. GP Singh submits that this case is squarely covered by judgment of coordinate bench of this court in first appeal number 245 of 1993, State of MP through Collector Sihor versus Srimati Sundari Bai and others, wherein Honorable Coordinate Bench has had set aside the judgment and decree of the trial court, which had granted compensation of rupees 50,000. Full stop. It has referred to the judgment of Lord Denning in ROE versus Ministry of Health within bracket 1954 bracket close to All ER, All India, All England Reporter, where Lord Denning observed within inverted commas, doctors would be led to think more of their own safety than of the good of their patients. Full stop. Initiative would be stifled and confidence shaken. Full stop. A proper sense of proportion requires us to have regard to the conditions in which hospitals and doctors have to work. Full stop. We must insist on due care for the patient at every point, comma, but we must not condemn as negligence that which is only a misadventure. Full stop. Similarly, reliance is placed on the judgment of Supreme Court in case of Lakshman versus Trimbak, TRIMBAK, AIR 1969 SC 128, wherein it is held within inverted commas, neither the very highest nor very low degree of care and competence judged in the light of the particular circumstances of each case is what the law requires, inverted commas closed. In Vinitha Ashok versus Lakshmi Hospital within bracket 2001 bracket close 8 SCC 731, so Honorable Supreme Court dealt with the case law and concluded that the doctor is not liable for negligence if the course adopted by him is reasonable and his view is not illogical. Full stop. Thus, taking these facts into consideration and also referring to the Williams Obstetrics, 21st edition, pages 1556 to 1560, where subject of sterilization has been dealt with. It is held that no method, within inverted commas, no method of tubal sterilization is without failure, inverted commas close, full stop. Soder, SODER, within bracket 1985, bracket close, concluded that most sterilization failures were not preventable, full stop. A similar conclusion was reached by the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists within bracket 1996, bracket close, comma, which stated within inverted commas, pregnancies after sterilization may occur without any technical errors, inverted commas close. So, taking these facts into consideration and the judgment of Honorable Coordinate Bench, comma, I am of the opinion that this petition is misconceived. Petitioner, since there are scientific reasons for failure of sterilization operation, and that is beyond the control of the treating doctor, comma, and in absence of any evidence to the effect that actually no operation was performed and a forced certificate was issued in favor of the petitioner, comma, no indulgence can be shown to award compensation in favor of the petitioner. Petition thus fails and is dismissed.
serial number 21, Shahid Kiwari, Kamal Singh Badel,
None for the petitioner. Nobody had appeared for the petitioner on 26/9/2022 also. It appears that petitioner has lost interest in pursuing the remedy. Petition is dismissed for want of prosecution. दोनों कर दीजिएगा 21 और 21.1. चलिए.
serial number 22, Gaurav Tiwari, Rahul Rawat.
I'm requesting if it can be taken up in the next week.
इतना आपका बहस करना शुरू करेंगे. मलिक जी,
Malot sir, I will most probably try to argue the matter
प्लीज यू आर्ग्यू.
in the next week, Malot.
नहीं, नॉट नेक्स्ट वीक. क्या ऑर्डर है ये? कमिश्नर का ऑर्डर है ना? पढ़िए.
Malot sir, I'm not well versed with the
Sri
fact.
Saket Malik submits that he is not well versed with the facts of the case. He prays for a short adjournment to go through the brief and address this court personally. On his request and undertaking that he will argue this case personally on the next date. Case is adjourned. List next week.
Serial number 23, SK, Rahul Diwakar,
But that passed by Board of Revenue Gender Challenge.
ये कैसा ऑर्डर है बोर्ड ऑफ रेवेन्यू का?
मतलब
इन्होंने मार्केट वैल्यूएशन गाइडलाइंस जो हैं
सर
उनको कहाँ कंसिडरेशन में लिया है?
Sir, in fact, if I may just submit, my lord,
Yes.
the challenge is, my lord, what had happened, my lord, when we presented the document for registering before the registering authority,
Yes.
the registering authority, my lord, without application of mind and without reasons to believe, my lord, recording reasons to believe, under section 47A of the Stamp Act, my lord, they referred the matter to the collector.
Yes.
Now, my lord, the collector, the order of collector is before, my lord, in the petition, my lord. Now, the collector only records our submission and he simply, my lord, reiterates the reference made to him by the registrar. My lord, he has not applied his mind and he,
इशू सिंपल सा है.
sir,
जिस तारीख को आपने रजिस्ट्रेशन के लिए दस्तावेज दिया,
sir,
उस दिन मार्केट गाइडलाइन के मुताबिक उस संपत्ति का क्या मूल्य था?
my lord, if I may just submit, my lord, with due respect, my lord, that's not the issue, my lord. The issue is whether under section 47A, the registrar could have sent the document without recording reasons, my lord.
स्टैम्प एक्ट दीजिएगा.
And, my lord, whether the collector, without conducting an inquiry and without application of mind, could have simply, my lord, affirmed the order of the registrar, my lord. The
तैयार हैं?
reference of the-
डीपी सिंह साहब तैयार हैं आपकी? कल रखें, तैयार
कल
रखें
कल
आएंगे.
के लिए रख लेंगे.
कल तैयारी करके आइए.
But if I may just submit, my lord, with seek liberty, my lord, जो रजिस्ट्रार साहब ने जो रेफरेंस किया था सर, वो रिकॉर्ड पे नहीं, अगर आप बोले तो मैं अक्रॉस द बोर्ड, इफ माय लॉर्ड परमिट, आई
कल दे दीजिएगा. पास कर दीजिए कल के लिए.
मतलब आइटम नंबर 24 पे भी कल के लिए कर दें, क्योंकि इसमें हमारी फाइल नहीं कंप्लीट है। मान
24 को अगले वीक कर दीजिए, नेक्स्ट
जी।
वीक कर दीजिए।
मतलब मोबिलाइज।
On request of Shri GP Singh, who submits that his file is not complete, list next week. चलिए।
Serial number 25.
ये 100 केस की फाइनल ईयरिंग की लिस्ट बनाने लगी क्या? ये क्या महीने भर की लिस्ट है ये? 100 केस की है?
सारे हेल्ड अप मैटर्स
क्या कर सकते हैं, सीरियली तो चलेंगे।
जी।
प्रोसीडिंग स्टे
तो नंबर तो उनको नीचे क्यों
आगे।
लगाते हैं, उनको ऊपर लगाना चाहिए।
हाँ,
वो
बाद
उसको
में
हेल्ड अप करना चाहते हैं।
बाद में लगे।
2004 के जनरली सारे वो तो सिविल सूट वगैरह से एनकैप्चर्स हो गए वो चेक
अब तो उसको कल देखेंगे, अभी तो ये चलने दीजिए।
Serial number 25. Timothy Neelam Goyal.
None for the petitioner. Shri GP Singh for the respondent estate. Nobody is appearing. Petition is dismissed for want of prosecution. 25, 25.1, 25.2 हो। चलिए देख लेना, अगर पिछली डेट पे भी नहीं हो तो वो भी लिख देना।
Serial number 26.
आप मिस्टर वर्मा उसकी एक लिस्ट बना लीजिएगा हेल्ड अप मैटर्स की।
चेक कर
हाँ, चेक करके कल बताइएगा मेरे को।
Serial number 26. S. Pandey.
उसमें अभी से बोर्ड में चला देना। कल जो है 2:15 61 से लेकर कहाँ तक है हेल्ड अप मैटर्स? हाँ, 61 to 100 विल बी टेकन अप। यहाँ फाइल पलटने से काम नहीं चलेगा, पढ़ के आए कि नहीं आए?
What this order, what the petition?
फाइल बंद करिए, बताइए क्या लिखा है उसमें, क्या पिटीशन है?
It's a petition is about they challenge the order of Board of Revenue.
हाँ।
As कलेक्टर ने एक व्यवस्थापन के अगेंस्ट एक ऑर्डर किया था, उसके अंतरिम आदेश के विरुद्ध उसका जो रिस्पोंडेंट ने अप्रोच किया बोर्ड ऑफ रेवेन्यू को। बोर्ड ऑफ रेवेन्यू ने उसमें आदेश पारित कर दिया कि ये जो व्यवस्थापन किया गया तहसीलदार का जो ऑर्डर उसको अफर्म कर दिया।
हाँ।
That's why इसमें the ground of the state is that lordship कि रिवीजन का पावर जो है वो बोर्ड ऑफ रेवेन्यू को नहीं है एज पर सेक्शन 50 ऑफ द एमपी।
दिखाइएगा सेक्शन 50 दिखाइएगा एमपीएलआर की। फिफ्टी में तो है। अच्छा, कलेक्टर के ऑर्डर के खिलाफ बोर्ड को डायरेक्ट नहीं है।
उनके पास अल्टरनेटिव रेमेडी दे कैन अप्रोच बिफोर द कमिश्नर।
जी ठीक है।
ये डायरेक्ट बोर्ड ऑफ रेवेन्यू से।
This petition is filed by the state government being aggrieved of order dated page number order dated 16th July 2004 passed by learned President Board of Revenue Gwalior in revision case number 759-3 THRE /2004 and 760-3/2004 full stop. Shri Lokesh Jain, next para, Shri Lokesh Jain submits that as per section 50 of MPLRC, revision against the order of the collector lies to the commissioner and there is no provision of revision to the Board of Revenue directly. Full stop. If petitioners were aggrieved of the order of the collector, then their remedy was before the commissioner, divisional commissioner, and not before the Board of Revenue. Full stop. Next paragraph. Nobody is appearing for the respondents. A careful perusal of the provisions contained in section 50 of the Land Revenue Code as they stood. ये पढ़िएगा आपने, ये अनअमेंडेड 2018 के बाद का आप अमेंडमेंट पढ़ रहे हैं, उस वक्त का पढ़िएगा, प्रोविजन नीचे दिया हुआ है, पढ़िएगा, नीचे दिया है, नीचे अमेंडमेंट के पहले 50 के नीचे पढ़िएगा।
मध्य प्रदेश अधिनियम क्रमांक 23
अंग्रेजी में पढ़िए।
Substituted by MP Act number 23 of 2018 prior to substitution proviso stood as under, provided that the appellate authority shall not remand the case for disposal by any revenue officer subordinate to it. Substituted by MP Act number 23 of 2018 prior to substitution section stood as under revision. The board may at any time on its motion or on an application made by any party or the commissioner or the settlement commissioner or the collector or the settlement officer may at any time on his own motion call for the record of any case which has been decided by the proceedings.
बताइए अब आप, और कलेक्टर है तो लाई दे दीजिए किताब, गलत प्रोविजन मत बताइए। क्या लिखा? 50 as they stood prior to the amendment MP Act number 23 of 2018 reveals that it reads as under. ये कॉपी कर दीजिएगा, पेंसिल से निशान लगा दिया है। पेज नंबर 23। Thus, it is evident that the argument put forth by Shri Lokesh Jain is pertaining to provision contained in section 50 after its amendment in the year 2018. Full stop. Impugned order is prior to the amendment in 2018. Thus, it cannot be said that the Board of Revenue, acted arbitrarily. Full stop. Amended provisions have no retrospective application. Full stop. As reproduced above, earlier provision prior to amendment in 2018 empowered the Board of Revenue to exercise power of revision even against the order of the collector or the settlement officer directly. Thus, in view of these facts, the petition being devoid of merit deserves to be dismissed and is hereby dismissed. Record of the courts below be sent back.
Serial number 26. Rajendra Mishra.
In this petition lawsuit, respondent number 4 has been taken loan to the respondent number 3, Bhum Vikas Bank. Last is respondent number 3, domestic seized to the petitioner domestic animal lordship. Lordship thereafter petitioner has been given the representation collector, Bhum Vikas Bank, legal notice, तो मुख्यमंत्री, सेक्रेटरी।
अभी क्या चाहते हैं?
हम ये चाहते हैं सर कि जो इलीगल तरह से हमारे 25 डोमेस्टिक एनिमल सीज किए हैं, जो मेरे जीवन का यापन का वो था, वो उसका प्रतिकर दें।
कोई प्रोविजन तो बताएं।
लॉर्डशिप, इन्होंने कोई लोन नहीं लिया है सर, कुछ लिया नहीं, इनके जो एनिमल सीज कर लिए।
सीजर का कहाँ है? सीजर मेमो कहाँ है?
सीजर मेमो तो इनको कुछ दिए नहीं इन्होंने।
ऐसे हवा में कैसे हो जाएगा?
नहीं,
आपका कोई रिप्लाई आया है? स्टेट का नहीं आया है?
कुछ नहीं आया सर, रिप्लाई नहीं आया। 2005 से
लिखिएगा दिस पिटीशन। आपका शुभ नाम बताइए।
आर्यन मिश्रा।
श्री आर्यन मिश्रा फॉर द पिटिशनर अलॉन्ग विद द पिटिशनर गजराज सिंह गुंड state has not bothered to file reply since 2005, though they are continuously represented through different council. Full stop. This कलेक्टर कहाँ का कलेक्टर है?
कलेक्टर मुख्यमंत्री
मुख्यमंत्री से हमें मतलब नहीं. कलेक्टर पन्ना and respondent number 3 are granted 2 weeks time to file reply subject to payment of cost of rupees 25,000 each to be deposited in High Court Legal Services Committee to the petition, and if reply is not filed, then the collector Panna shall remain personally present. List this case on 11 July 2023, top of the list.
Serial number 28, the Akhilesh Jain, the Rakesh Jain.
ये बताइए
Hello, sir. I'm appearing from the side of respondent number 1.
क्या मैटर क्या है ये?
Petitioner is challenging the annexure P7. The case is relating to Mandi Board, Your Lordship.
P7 page number
25. It's about the Mandi Shulk, Your Lordship.
अब तो इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर हो गई, क्या बचा क्या है इसमें? मंडी शुल्क हो गया. 20 साल बाद क्या करेंगे मंडी शुल्क में? None for the petitioner. Umari Chaurasia Learned Counsel for the respondent number 1. As nobody is appearing, it appears that petitioner has lost interest in pursuing the remedy. Accordingly, petition is dismissed for want of prosecution.
Serial number 29, the J. Mitra.
None for the petitioner, none for the respondents. It appears that with passage of time, this petition is rendered infructuous. Petition is dismissed for want of prosecution.
Serial number 30.
कुछ बचा है इसमें अब?
हेलो, टैक्स मैटर है, रिटर्न है, रिजॉइंडर है, सेक्शन 8 पे अपॉर्चुनिटी ऑफ हियरिंग नहीं दी इन्होंने और डिमांड नोटिस और असेसमेंट ऑर्डर पास कर दिया था. सब्सिक्वेंट हमने इसमें अपील भी की थी, अपील भी डिसमिस हो गई थी क्योंकि वो प्रोवाइजो कंप्लाइंस नहीं थी. तो ओनली कंडीशन माय लॉर्ड एज पर सेक्शन 8 सबसेक्शन 3, अगर कोई बस ऑपरेटर अगर डिक्लेरेशन नहीं देता टैक्स की,
बचा है इसमें अब?
प्रोविजन है कि टैक्सेशन अथॉरिटी सो मोटो असेस करता है टैक्स. हमारे केस में इन्होंने नोटिस देके हियरिंग करी, एक आखिरी हियरिंग के समय हमने समय लिया था वाउचर्स पेश करने का 8(3) में, तो उस समय पेश नहीं कर पाए थे तो उन्होंने नेक्स्ट पार्टी डिसाइड कर दिया था असेसमेंट ऑर्डर. हमारा सबमिशन है दिस डू ऑर्डर बी क्वेश्चन मैटर बी रिमांडेड बैक फॉर फ्रेश. बाकी पूरे असेसमेंट और पूरे सारे टैक्स वाउचर लगे हुए हैं. इनका ये कहना है असेसमेंट ऑर्डर में कि मैंडेटरी है, आपको हर बार डिक्लेरेशन देनी पड़ेगी ईच मंथ में, लेकिन प्रोवाइजो कहता है अगर नहीं देते हम तो 8(4) में आप स्वयं कर सकते हो.
लीजिए मोटर व्हीकल रूल्स
करा था ना दीदी हम 1991.
करा था ना दीदी. नहीं नहीं 91 का बोलवाई कल रखते इसको पास ओवर में कल रखिए किताब बुला के रखिए
My lord, I have placed a motion hearing number 98.
हाँ
फ्रेश केस था उसका गलत फाइल हो गया मेरे से उसमें सिविल सूट के लिबर्टी चाहिए मुझे डायरेक्शन आई वाज सीकिंग डायरेक्शन फॉर तहसीलदार टू कंसीडर माय एप्लीकेशन बस फिर पढ़ा मैंने उसमें दो प्राइवेट डिस्प्यूट है आई में भी
98 तो पहुंचा ही नहीं ना
हाँ 98 फ्रेश केस है तो आई में बी परमिटेड टू विथड्रॉ द रिट पिटीशन विद अप्रोच टू द सिविल कोर्ट
लिखिएगा 98 में लिख लीजिएगा मोशन हियरिंग में आशीष रावत प्रेस फॉर विड्रॉल ऑफ द रिट पिटीशन विद लिबर्टी टू अप्रोच द कंसर्न्ड सिविल कोर्ट दिस लिबर्टी इज अकॉर्डेड इन हिज फेवर अकॉर्डिंगली पिटीशन इज डिसमिस्ड
Counter was closed, my lord.
क्या बचा इसमें
Annexure P1 is the order.
none for the petitioner श्री अनूप नायर फॉर respondent नंबर
6, my lord.
6 रूपरा जी आ गए रूपरा जी इसमें कुछ बचा है क्या एक्सटेंशन काउंटर मत दो आपका मेन काउंटर तो चालू है
नहीं एक्सटेंशन काउंटर बंद करने का कलेक्टर का कोई औचित्य नहीं था
मैं बोल रहा हूँ आज
मिस्टर नोवन
आपने इंस्ट्रक्शंस ले लिए आज 20 साल बाद कुछ बचा है क्या इसमें
नहीं कुछ दिन बाद नहीं 20 साल बाद नहीं मैंने रिजॉइंडर एक सेकंड रिजॉइंडर प्रस्तुत किया था 31/3/15 को
हाँ
so it can't be said that
ठीक है सबसे आप आर यू रेडी टू आर्ग्यू इट टुडे और
I am not ready now.
एनएस रूपरा इज नॉट रेडी विद द मैटर्स लिस्ट नेक्स्ट वीक
Next week है
नेक्स्ट वीक
Serial number 32 is Ram Shekhar. Next thing.
बाईस में मीडिएशन के लिए लगा था
हाँ?
2022 में मीडिएशन
हम देख रहे हैं क्या मैटर क्या है none for the petitioner. It appears that petitioners have lost interest in pursuing the remedy. Petition is dismissed for want of person.
Serial number 33. KK Pandey.
Cancellation of petrol pump.
No, Lord, he was not selected, my lord. He has challenged his non-selection.
None for the petitioner. As nobody is appearing for the petitioner, petition is dismissed for want of prosecution.
I'm for respondent number 1 to 3.
अनूप नायर जी का नाम डाल लीजिएगा फॉर स्पॉट नंबर 1 2 3
Serial number 34. Serial number 34. Ibrahim Patelia.
लैंड एक्विजिशन का मैटर है रिप्लाई फाइल लैंड एक्विजिशन का मैटर है हमने रिप्लाई फाइल किया है कि इनको 81 में मुआवजा मिल गया था ऐसा रिटर्न
देखिएगा नन फॉर द पिटीशनर दिस पिटीशन इज फाइल्ड claiming a direction to the appropriate authority to pay appropriate compensation to the petitioners at the current market rate of the land and not at the rate which was prevailing 20 years back. Next paragraph. Shri Jitendra Shrivastava, learned panel lawyer, submits that notice for land acquisition was issued on date बताइएगा was issued section 4(6) का नोटिस कहाँ है
ये मुझे R1 जो हमने लगाया मैंने ये रिफ्यूज कर दिया उन्होंने 11
तो देख लिया, वो देख लिया, नोटिस पूछ रहे हैं आपका।
नोटिस तो नोटिस में दिखा फिर अनेक्चर R2 जो लगाया उन्होंने दोनों टाइम रिफ्यूज किया नोटिस
was issued and thereafter compensation was offered to the petitioners, but they refused to accept compensation in the year 1981, as is evident from Annexure R. Thus, after having refused the compensation, former petitioners are not entitled to claim enhanced compensation because in terms of the scheme of Land Acquisition Act 1894, compensation is to be paid as on the date of the issuance of the notification for land acquisition and not on any subsequent date. Full stop. Therefore, petition is devoid of merit and deserves to be dismissed. Next paragraph. Copy of award as was passed by the land acquisition officer on 31/8/1979 is available on record as Annexure R4. Full stop. It is evident from the award that notification was issued prior to 1979. Full stop. Thus, once award was passed and the same was not challenged before the competent authority, then the petitioners are bound by the terms and conditions of the award and they cannot claim any additional benefit after having refused to accept the compensation in time. The petition being devoid of merit deserves to be dismissed and is hereby dismissed.
Order number 35.
My lord, I am praying pass over. Thank you.
Pass over, sir.
Order number 36. Shri Ramchandra Dikar.
None for the petitioner, none for the respondents. It appears that petitioners have lost interest in pursuing the remedy. Accordingly, petition is dismissed for want of prosecution.
Order number 37. Shri Deven Kumar Dixit.
The petitioner will infructuous find.
Shri Anshul Dikshit submits that with passage of time, petition has been rendered infructuous. This aspect is not disputed by Shri Pushpendra Yadav, learned Deputy Solicitor General for the Union of India. Accordingly, petition is dismissed as infructuous.
Like
Order number 38. Umesh Trivedi.
और पास ओवर
इसमें रिकॉर्ड्स भी नहीं है,
रिकॉर्ड नहीं है क्या?
मतलब वो एसडीएम का और कलेक्टर का मतलब डेट में ऑल्सो भी कॉल्ड फॉर
लिखिएगा, फिर पास ओवर मत करिए. श्री Sanjay Sarvate for the petitioner, Shri Arvind Kumar Srivastava for respondents. It is pointed out that the record of the courts below is not available. Learned panel lawyer Shri Nipin Srivastava is requested to call for the record of the lower court list along with the records in the week commencing 24 July 2023.
Order number 39. Shri Satish Agarwal.
It's recovery of the possession.
हाँ, क्या हुआ? और
We have said that, my lord, his all the documents filed by the petitioner is totally forged, my lord.
none for the petitioner. Shri Saurabh Soni, learned panel lawyer for the state. Shri
Anas Hassan Khan, sir.
Ji
Anas Hassan Khan.
Anas Hassan Khan for respondent number
Intervener, sir.
for the intervener, as nobody is appearing for the petitioner. And according to Shri Saurabh Soni, all the documents which were filed by the petitioner are forged and does not create any interest in favor of the petitioners, petition is dismissed for want of prosecution.
Serial number 14. Prasad.
The allotment of shop of the municipal council. Shop of the municipal council. About Hoshangabad.
Stay है क्या इसमें? IR to continue. जी मैडम बताइए, कुछ बचा है आज?
In fact, there was an interim order with
ठीक है.
subject to the fact that if they had deposited anything,
They have not deposited anything.
that I'm not in a position, so I'm trying to contact. It's an old matter.
Because on merits, I don't see much substance. क्या करेंगे? विड्रॉ करेंगे कि मेरिट पे?
My lord, if they have not deposited anything, then as it is, the money must have been realized from them, my lord. By order dated 16/12/2005. There was a direction to deposit 50,000 rupees.
Whether he has deposited it or not.
That my lord, I have to verify. Then
कल
only
वेरीफाई करके रखते हैं इसको, कल रखते हैं.
I'll try to verify.
पास ओवर रखिए.
Obliged.
Number 41. Number 41. AP Singh.
Sorry, application of vehicle.
None for the petitioner. Nobody appeared for the petitioner on 26/9/2022 also. It appears that petitioner has lost interest. Petition is dismissed for want of prosecution.
Number 42.
My lord, I'm humbly requesting for next week.
Shri
Abhyuday Singh. Abhyuday Singh.
Abhyuday Singh prays for adjournment. On his request, list this case next week.
Obliged.
Number 43. AP Singh. AP Singh.
बताइए,
इसको एक केस से लिंक करना है.
बताइए, नंबर बताइए.
नहीं सॉरी, ये मेरे
None for the petitioner. Nobody had appeared for the petitioner on 26/9/2022 also. It appears that petitioner has lost interest. Dismissed for want of prosecution.
Number 44. Singh. SKP Burma. Sarapura.
None for the petitioner. Petition is dismissed for want of prosecution.
Year number 45. Year number 45. Vikas Padya.
Lord, this petition is filed, my lord. The petitioner is not a mentally sound person, my lord. And his NSV operation was conducted, my lord, where showing him to be the married person, my lord, and having 2 children, my lord. So far as this fact of being unmarried and this NSV operation was conducted, my lord, irregularly, that has not been disputed by the state also, my lord. And there was an interim order by which, my lord, the reversal
What
of
is the NSV?
Westcomi operation, that is the Swandi.
Hospital.
So, my lord, there was an interim order by which reversal operation has been conducted, my lord, and the reversal operation was done, my lord. The issue is with respect to the payment of compensation, because another aspect, my lord, because it's a violation of fundamental right, my lord.
नहीं बताइए कि उसने कब शादी करी, उसके कारण शादी नहीं हो पाई.
My lord, उसने शादी की ही नहीं, my lord, but he is.
तो फिर कहाँ से उसका fundamental right हो गया?
My lord, my submission is that, my lord.
भाई human beings do not live dog existence.
My lord.
ठीक है ना?
My lord, he was subjected.
अरे एक सेकंड, आप बिल्कुल ठीक कह रहे हैं. कंपनसेशन की रिवर्सल हो गया अब आपका.
My lord.
कंपनसेशन जब मिलेगा जब आप ये बता पाएंगे कि बिकॉज ऑफ दैट ऑपरेशन यू वर not in a position to discharge your social obligations or family obligation of producing the offsprings. So Indian system में offsprings can be produced only under a valid arrangement of marriage. ठीक है, ये live in तो बहुत बाद में आया है.
There is one aspect, my lord, with respect to the offspring, my lord. Another aspect is with respect to the undergoing that particular surgery, my lord. I was subjected to violation of my privacy and other aspect, my lord, without my due consent or proper consent.
Question है civil court में जाकर.
It's not a disputed question.
You will have to prove,
my lord,
various facts that whether the consent obtained or operation was valid or not,
my lord,
whether it was obtained under coercion, or whether you were subjected to coercion to give that consent, or there was no consent to perform that operation. So all these are disputed question of fact, and unless they are decided, you cannot seek any relief or compensation from the High Court in writ jurisdiction.
My lord, in fact, my lord, these facts have not been disputed even by the state in their.
They may not dispute it, but as a court, we are, as guardian of the society, we are required to.
My lord, my submission is that, my lord, the allegation is very serious in nature, my lord. The state cannot behave in such a manner, my lord. Kindly have a perusal of the thing, my lord. The relevant annexes, my lord. Now, so far as my mental illness is concerned, my lord, that annexer P1, my lord.
P1.
That is the document, my lord, with respect to my mental illness, my lord.
ये कहाँ का है न्यूरोसाइकेट्रिक?
My lord, I have been admitted, my lord. I have been admitted to the mental hospital also, my lord.
कहाँ का है? मैंने ये पूछा अभी आपसे. ये कहाँ का है mental hospital?
It's my lord.
सतना का है.
My lord.
जी.
He is not mentally stable person, my lord. He was subjected. He was admitted to the mental hospital, and he is continuously, my lord, undergoing various kind of treatment, my lord, for his mental illness, my lord.
ये operation किस तारीख को हुआ?
My lord, consent form is P3, my lord.
P3.
At page number 14, my lord.
Page number 14, yes.
Now, my lord, here the name.
Date क्या भैया?
My lord, its date is, my lord,
डेट बताएं इसकी.
27/2 का है.
27/2 क्या?
2000
साल का तो बताएं थोड़ा सा.
That document is not visible. The date is not visible in this particular document.
Yes.
My lord, may I read this document also, my lord? There is specifically mentioned that
2002, my lord. It is 2002, my lord.
नहीं, it is 2002 नहीं है. वो जो नीचे जो आप डेट पढ़ रहे हैं वो फॉर्म की प्रिंटेड नंबर से. चलिए.
मतलब
क्या
so
बोल
far
रहे
as
हैं? क्या इस फॉर्म में क्या बता रहे
इस फॉर्म में ही बताया गया है कि उसमें कितने बच्चे थे, लड़का 2, लड़की 1।
जी
वो ये एंड दिस फॉर्म इज फिल्ड बाय द प्रेजेंट petitioner ओनली वन।
जी
filled by the petitioner, I have filed the guidelines also, my lord. It is, in fact, my lord, the private respondent has also filed her statement, my lord, her WS, my lord, and she is making allegation upon another NSM that who has done so, my lord.
चलिए ठीक है मैं
No, my lord, so far as
आई एम नॉट डिस्प्यूटिंग दैट
My
यू
lord.
वर अननेसेसरली सब्जेक्टेड टू वास्कोटोमी ऑपरेशन
my lord,
they have as per the directions of the high court
my
passed
lord,
performed the reversal surgery.
my lord,
Now we are only on the aspect of compensation.
my lord,
A compensation law of torts क्या है and damages कैसे determine किए जाते हैं उसके ऊपर आ जाइए, बस उतना बता
my lord,
दीजिए।
my lord, if my lord permit me, my lord, facts का narration मैंने brief narration of that particular fact, my lord, how the state has owned its responsibility, my lord. Now, state का ये a person who is of unsound mind, my lord, he was subjected to a vasectomy operation, my lord, without proper verification of all these facts, my lord. Now, what is the responsibility of the state, my lord? There are guidelines issued by the state, P7 along with the rejoinder, that is the guideline, my lord.
P7 पढ़िए
P7
पढ़िए
along with the rejoinder, my lord. Now, it is
एक सेकंड P7 क्या लिखा है उसमें?
नाउ नसबंदी ऑपरेशन करने के मार्गदर्शक सिद्धांत जो है उसमें ये क्या है ये कि नसबंदी ऑपरेशन के संबंध में नसबंदी मैनुअल स्वयं भारत सरकार द्वारा सिद्धांतों का प्रतिपादन किया गया है। नसबंदी ऑपरेशन करने वाले की पात्रता का निर्धारण करने हेतु जो सावधानियां ऑपरेशन करता चिकित्सकों द्वारा ध्यान रखी जानी चाहिए उनका निर्धारण भारत सरकार के निम्नलिखित पत्रों के माध्यम से किया गया है और उसका
P7 is not available till P6 is there, only there.
P7 नहीं है आपके पास में? ये तो
In
फंडामेंटल
index
रूल
also-
27 का है।
In index also there is no annexure.
अरे रिजॉइंडर के साथ फाइल किया है, ये इंडेक्स में कैसे मिल जाएगा वकील साहब?
Now kindly have a perusal of this clause number 6 of this, my lord. नसबंदी ऑपरेशन के लिए पात्र व्यक्ति का चयन करने के पूर्व संबंधित व्यक्ति का मानसिक रूप से असंतुलित तो नहीं है एवं वह ऑपरेशन करने के लिए पूर्ण रूप से संतुष्ट एवं प्रेरित है, इसकी पुष्टि ऑपरेशन करता चिकित्सक द्वारा स्वीकार करता व्यक्ति का साक्षात्कार लेकर की जानी चाहिए। नसबंदी हेतु स्वीकारकर्ता से प्राप्त होने किए गए जाने वाले आवेदन पत्र का भारत सरकार द्वारा निर्धारित नमूना 100 प्रतिनिधित्व से लगे किया
ठीक
गया है।
कह रहे हैं आप। अब आप P1 पे वापस आ जाइए।
My lord.
P1 पे वापस आ जाइए।
My lord.
और ये बताइए P1 से कि ये जो इलाज चल रहा है,
My lord.
ये डॉक्टर साहब ने सर्टिफिकेट तो दे दिया, डॉक्टर मिसेस क्या है चौधरी,
My lord.
ठीक है ना, इन्होंने सर्टिफिकेट दे दिया संगीता जैन चौधरी,
My lord.
लेकिन कहाँ है इलाज के पर्चे जो 99 से आपका इलाज चल रहा है, क्या दवाई है?
My lord.
नहीं, एक सेकंड, डायग्नोसिस सब बताना पड़ेगा आपको।
My lord, this particular
यहाँ वो कह रही हैं सफरिंग फ्रॉम डिप्रेसिव मेंटल इलनेस फॉर लास्ट 3 years, ब्रैकेट में लिखती है एज पर हिस्ट्री बाय पेशेंट्स अटेंडेंट। ये लिख के इन्होंने पूरा गलती कर दी। अगर when she is नहीं, please wait, first answer my query. When the patient was under her treatment since 1999, then she is not required to say that while issuing the certificate in the year 2002 that as per the history given by the patient's attendant.
My lord, I'm listening to it.
जी,
My lord, kindly have a perusal of page number 11, my lord, the next
page number 11, yes. क्या है ये?
This is another discharge ticket, my lord.
2004 का है, ऑपरेशन 2002 में हुआ है।
My lord, 2002 में हुआ है।
हाँ, subsequent development will not come in the way.
My lord, my submission is that, my lord, this particular, the fact that he is not mentally stable person, my lord.
कहाँ से मालूम पड़ेगा?
My lord, that has never been disputed even by the state government in the reply also, my lord.
Let them not dispute. You have to demonstrate. You have to stand on your own legs. You will have to demonstrate that he was mentally unstable and was not in a position to give valid consent. Then only you can बताइए, वो पर्चा बताइए, डॉक्टर के एविडेंस बताइए। इसलिए मैंने आपसे कहा था डॉक्टर के एविडेंस के बारे कुछ होता नहीं।
My lord, मेरा सबमिशन ये है, the person who is not married, my lord, not having kids, my lord, he is undergoing an NSV operation, my lord. It itself demonstrates, my lord, that he is not of a fit state of mind, my lord.
ठीक,
Now, my lord, my submission is that, my lord, this particular fact has never been disputed. My pleading is there, my lord, and there is no dispute which has been done by the state government with respect to these documents.
Anything else?
So far as my mental illness is concerned, my lord, that has not questioned by the state government.
They are not required to question. You have to establish it at your own.
My lord, these two documents, my lord, I have filed. My lord,
Documents are not sufficient.
these
to
two
establish.
documents I have filed, my lord.
Okay.
Now, my lord, my submission is that, my lord, that so far as the way this particular forgery has been committed, my lord, there is a declaration, my lord, with respect to the name of my wife. There is a declaration, my lord, with respect to the children, having children, my lord. And the state, in the contrary, my lord, they kindly have a perusal of the reply.
मान लिया सब गलत है, आप तो मुझे damages
Kindly have, my lord, मैं आप अपने लिए damages सिर्फ नहीं मांग रहा हूँ, आप मुझे मत दीजिए. My lord, but the state authorities has to conduct these camps, my lord, with responsibility, my lord. I am not, my lord. If my lords are prejudiced with the fact that, my lord, I am a greedy person, my lord, and I want.
No, I am not prejudiced with any fact.
My lord, in that
I simply, please, no, your contention is incorrect.
My lord.
Firstly, court is not prejudiced with any fact.
My lord.
Court has no.
My lord, I oblige you.
Court has not drawn any presumption that you are greedy or not.
My lord.
The fact is that when you are seeking compensation, I gave you an offer that this involves complicated and disputed facts. You can avail remedy before the civil court. In a writ jurisdiction, there are limitations. When you are coming to the writ court, you will have to demonstrate that you were mentally unsound, you were not in a position to give consent, and there is no report of any doctor to say that you were not in a position to give valid consent when operation was performed.
My lord. My lord, this petition is pending from the year 2006, my lord. We are in the 2013, my lord.
Yes, 23.
This particular
13 23.
23, my lord. 23, my lord. Now, my lord, there is no dispute to this particular fact, my lord, raised by the state government, my lord, till date, my lord. This petition is also filed in representative capacity, my lord. It is not filed in the name of the petitioner, my lord. So, my lord, my assertion with respect to the unsoundness of mind and the document which I have filed, my lord, and is the P1, that has not been disputed, which is substantially establishing this fact that the person is of unsound mind. Second, the conduct of the petitioner, my lord. Even if I, for a moment, for the sake of argument, my lord, I admit, concede to that particular fact that a person who is unmarried, my lord, he has undergone an NSV operation, my lord. It also corroborates this particular fact that the person was not in a fit state of mind, my lord. There is a wrong declaration, my lord, given in that particular form, and the explanation, there is no inquiry which has been conducted by the state government, my lord, with respect to these labs which has crept into the matter, my lord. Kindly have a perusal of the reply of the state government also, my lord. The state government has not filed any explanation that they have conducted any inquiry in that particular matter, and this is the result of their inquiry. Now, my lord, this particular consent form, kindly have a perusal of this second consent form P3, my lord. It has been filled by the private respondent, my lord.
Who is representing private respondent?
Umar Sharma.
Who is representing private respondent? Private respondents को कौन represent कर रहा है?
The private respondent.
Whether they are served or not?
They have been served. Mr. Jitendra Tiwari is representing R4, my lord.
अच्छा, ठीक है. And who is representing R3?
R3.
R3 is the doctor who performed the operation. R3 क्या है?
R3 is the doctor, my lord.
Doctor. Who is representing R3?
R3 is not represented, my lord. He has also not filed a reply, my lord.
Whether she has been served or not. देखिएगा भाई, इसमें R3 की सर्विस हुई है कि नहीं हुई? There is no service on respondent number 3. Respondent number 3 is an important party. As per order sheet dated 24/9/2012, service on respondent number 3 was awaited. Thereafter, there is no material on record to show that respondent number 3 was actually served. Petitioner is directed to take steps by paying process fee by registered AD post with correct, complete, current address of the respondent number 3 within 7 days, returnable 4 weeks, list thereafter.
Objection.
Serial number 46, Deep Francis. Serial number 46, Deep Francis. State.
None for the petitioner. As nobody is appearing for the petitioner, it appears that petitioner has lost interest in pursuing the remedy. Petition is dismissed for want of prosecution.
Serial number 47, Vakil Khan.
None for the petitioner. Nobody had appeared for the petitioner on the last date. That is 7/12/2022 also. It appears that petitioner has lost interest. Petition is dismissed for want of prosecution.
Serial number 40,
Well, it's I'm playing this matter may be taken up tomorrow. We will argue finally.
पास ओवर कर दीजिए,
इसको लिंक कर दे 3719 से।
लिख लीजिएगा, नंबर लिख के लिंक कर लीजिए।
सॉरी 2719 ऑफ
वो तो लिखा
2003।
हुआ ऑलरेडी लिंक्ड है, देखा तो करिए आप। सिंपली पास ओवर, और कुछ लिखना नहीं है, कल चल।
serial number 59, Manoj Kumar Rajak.
List this case before another bench in which मेरा नाम डाल के is not party। मेरा जवाब दवा लगा है रिस्पॉन्ड नंबर नोट। As I had appeared for the respondents in my previous capacity as a government as a part of Advocate General Office.
Serial number 50, Rameswar Prasad Singh. Ramkumar Vyas, Rameswar Singh Thakur.
None for the petitioner. Nobody had appeared for the petitioner on 8/12/2022 also. It appears that petitioner has lost interest in pursuing the remedy. Petition is dismissed for want of prosecution. जॉन साहब का नाम डाल दीजिएगा.
Serial number 51. Sanjay Kumar Verma.
There is non-compliance, none for the parties. There is non-compliance of the order dated 8/12/2022. Let compliance be made within 4 weeks, failing which, if 4 weeks, list in the week commencing 7 August 2023.
Number 52. Serial number 52.
That's why I am praying for me kindly day after tomorrow.
Password कर दीजिए.
That's
Serial 53. Serial number 53.
My lord, I pray it may be remain on the list. We will argue tomorrow.
इसको password कर दीजिए.
Serial number 54. Kumar Pathak.
मैं लिखा है council is adjusted till 16/6. Therefore list this case next week.
Serial number 55. Kumar Pathak.
इसमें तो एडजस्टमेंट नहीं है. क्या मैटर है दिखाई.
This matter pertains to that rehabilitation that riots took place in 1984.
हाँ.
So they seek amount to be given as a ex gratia amount.
तो ये आएगा तभी तो देंगे.
Sir.
None for the petitioner. By way of indulgence, cases adjourned. List after 4 weeks.
Serial number 56. Amit Khatri.
None for the petitioner. तो मांग क्या रहे हैं इसमें. ये मिड डे मील में कलेक्टर के ऑर्डर की अपील होती है ना
सर.
कमिश्नर को.
Available and before commissioner.
लिखिए. None for the petitioner. Shri Amit Mishra, learned panel lawyer, submits that impugned order passed by the sub-divisional officer, additional collector, district Damoh, as per the orders of the collector, Damoh is appealable before the divisional commissioners. Therefore, this petition is not maintainable in view of the alternative statutory remedy of appeal. Full stop. Taking these facts into consideration, this petition is disposed of with a direction to the petitioner to file appeal, if so advised, before the competent authority. It is directed that in case appeal is filed within 15 days from today, then the appellate authority shall consider the appeal and decide it on its own merits without adverting to the technicalities of limitation act. and above term petition is disposed of.
Even Kumar Tripathi, Kumar Singh.
None for the petitioner. This writ petition is filed seeking quashing of FIR dated 9/5/2020, registering case crime number 270 at PS Hatta, District Damoh, against the petitioner for offence under section 3, 7 of the Essential Commodities Act and section 34 of IPC. Full stop. I have perused the petition. Next para. Shri Amit Mishra submits that none of the grounds canvassed by the petitioner are sufficient to quash the FIR, especially keeping in view the law laid down by Supreme Court in State of Haryana versus Bhajan Lal and Niharika Infrastructure. पूरा citation लिखिएगा, ठीक है ना? On careful perusal of the petition, it is apparent that there are no grounds made out to quash the FIR registered against the petitioner. When examined in the light of the law laid down by Supreme Court in Bhajan Lal and Niharika Infrastructure, therefore petition fails and is dismissed. Chaliye.
Serial number 58 with Jay Kumar Pillai.
We challenge the order of the tribunal. Opponent है नहीं इसको, अभी 2021 का मैटर है, इसको कल ले लें.
पास ओवर कर दीजिए कल.
Serial number 59.
Lords, I'm praying for a Passover in this.
Passover कल कर दीजिए. Passover कर दीजिए.
Serial number 60.
This matter pertains to declaration of petitioner company as willful defaulter, my lord. So there is an undertaking which has been given by us that we will not take any action, adverse action against them. So the pleadings are complete. It has to be heard finally.
None for the petitioner. Shri Kherdikar, Abhinav Sunil Kherdikar, comments that pleadings are complete. There is already an interim order in favor of the petitioner. Case be listed. Case be adjourned for arguments. On his request, case is adjourned. List after 4 weeks.
My lord, there is an urgency, my lord, since
List
we have,
after 2 weeks.
can it be next week, my lord? Because undertaking has been given by us.
List in the week commencing 19 January, June 2023.
My lords.
हाँ लीजिए ना.
Serial number 61. Maksudani, Islam, Christian.
देखिएगा, none for the appellant. This miscellaneous appeal is filed under Order 43, Rule 1, within bracket D, bracket close, of the Code of Civil Procedure, being aggrieved of order dated 11th March 2004, passed by the learned First Additional Motor Accident Claims Tribunal, REWA, the second member to First MSAT REWA, in miscellaneous civil case number 36 of 03. Next paragraph. Present appellant filed an application under Order 9, Rule 13 CPC to set aside the award passed in claim case number 34/99 on the ground that said award was passed on 12/4/2001 when the appellant was ex parte. His vehicle was insured, but he gathered knowledge of the award when execution notice was served at his residence on 3/5/2002, and immediately then he approached REWA Court on 4/5/2002, gathered information and filed the application along with Section 5 of the Limitation Act for setting aside award dated 12/4/2001. Next paragraph. Learned Tribunal had framed 4 issues. It categorically recorded a finding that intimation was received by the present appellant in regard to the claim petition number 34/1999, and the appellant remained absent without any cogent reason. Full stop. It also recorded a finding that appellant had knowledge of the award dated 12/4/2001, and his plea that he gathered knowledge on 3/5/2002 is inappropriate, and accordingly dismissed the application under Order 9, Rule 13 CPC. Next paragraph. I have carefully perused the impugned order. Full stop. It has come on record that appellant Tilak Raj had examined himself in support of his contention. Full stop. According to him, he is owner of truck number MP17A 0279. Full stop. According to him, no accident had taken place with his vehicle, nor he had received any intimation from the court. Full stop. On 3/5/2002, when he reached home, then his wife had informed him about receipt of a courtesy warrant from the court, which he verified on 4/5/2002, and found that Muhammad Wasim Akhtar had claimed certain amounts, claiming that he had suffered accident with the truck of the appellant. Next para. In cross-examination, this witness deposed that he had not engaged advocate Satnam Singh from his side. He further deposed that his signatures are not available on the Wakalatnama Exhibit D1. Full stop. He also denied written statement Exhibit D2. Full stop. The tribunal recorded a finding that in the claim case 34/99, Tilak Raj was represented through advocate Satnam Singh, and on 24/9/99, Shri Satnam Singh had filed Wakalatnama, and 25/1/2000 he had filed his written statement. Thus, when nobody appeared for the appellant on 20/1/2001, then ex parte proceedings were drawn against him. Full stop. It has also recorded a finding that though appellant denied his signatures on the Wakalatnama and the written statement, but he did not produce report of any handwriting expert nor examine Shri Satnam Singh to deny this fact that he had not engaged Satnam Singh. Thus, taking these facts into consideration, impugned order refusing to set aside the ex parte award for want of sufficient reason cannot be faulted with appeal fails and is dismissed. कौन सा है? दे दीजिए 119 नंबर दे दीजिए.
Yes, please, serial number 1. Anil Lala.
What matter pertains to elections of a cooperative society, Lord. It's a housing society. Under the cooperative society's rules, Rule 49C, Lord, prescribes the procedure, Lord. By the procedure, my lord, the returning registration officer was appointed, my lord. And my lord, after the registration officer finalized the voter list, my lord, the election program has been issued. But before that, there was a provision for appeal. Appellate authority, deputy registrar was appointed as the appellate authority. I have specifically stated, my lord, that as per the program, I was required to prefer the objection before the appellate authority. If your lordships would come to the program, my lord, that is at page number 11, my lord.
What is your locus? Are you a member of
Yes,
this
yes, my lord, I am a member.
कहाँ लिखा है आपने? That you are a member of this society. कौन सी society है ये?
It's a housing society, my lord. First para, my lord, 5.1.
सिंगापुर सिटी रहवासी.
Yes, my lord.
रख रखाव सहकारी संस्था मर्यादित. ठीक है.
5.1.
ये तो रेसिडेंट वेलफेयर एसोसिएशन है.
It's a cooperative society.
हाँ हाँ. कहाँ है इसका रजिस्ट्रेशन?
Registration, lord, I am not.
रजिस्ट्रेशन तो पेश करिए इसका सोसाइटी का. Let
may I submit?
Registration of the society be brought on record.
Taken up day after tomorrow.
हाँ. List this case after
day after election का matter is
on 16 जून 2023.
I'll file it by tomorrow.
Number 62. Jain.
None for the appellant, none for the respondents. This miscellaneous appeal is filed under Order 43, Rule 1 within bracket U, read with Section 151 CPC, being aggrieved of judgment and decree dated 28/9/2007, passed by learned Second Additional District Judge Jabalpur in FA number 57A/06, setting aside the judgment and decree passed by learned 6th Civil Judge Class 2 Jabalpur in RCS number 19A/04, and then allowing an application under Order 6 Rule 17 and another application under Order 41 Rule 27 CPC, and then remanding the matter. Okay. then remanding the matter to the trial court to decide the suit afresh on its own merits. क्या आगे लिखा देंगे टाइम ऑफ द चैम्बर में लिखा देंगे। यस बताइए।
आइटम नंबर 57 मतलब इट में भी टेकन अप टुमारो वाला
क्या
टाइम
हो गया 57 में?
उसमें सर
That as per
57.
Niharika Infrastructure and Bhajanlal directed that FIR to be quashed in that
तो
petition.
कुछ है नहीं FIR क्वेश करने के लिए।
उसमें साहब एक अभी मेरे एक ऑर्डर है, जागट साहब का भी ऑर्डर है और उसमें साहब डिवीजन बेंच का भी ऑर्डर है। पीडीएस अगर पीडीएस स्कीम में करते हैं तो उसमें
हमारा भी ऑर्डर है, आप हमारा भी ऑर्डर देख लीजिएगा।
उसमें साहब केवल इतना है कि
दी रेमेडीज आर साइमल्टेनियसली अवेलेबल।
नहीं उसमें
अब इसको चैलेंज करिएगा सुप्रीम कोर्ट।
उसमें साहब हाजिरी डाल दें कम से कम।
हाजिरी डाल देंगे, इसमें हाजिरी डाल देना 57
57 है भाई।
हम लोग कुछ नहीं बोले, सामने
अरे तुम ही ने काम डालवाया।